Hello Virgo, and welcome to my channel Woven Wonders Tarot. This is your June 2022 overall energy reading. We're going to take a look at your work and finances and your love and romance for the month of June 2022. Today I'm using a variety of tarot decks, so I'm going to go ahead and leave that information down in the description box. And as you can see, I've already meditated, shuffled, and pulled the cards. All of my cards are read in the upright position, so let's get started, Virgo. Okay, Virgo, this is your work and finance. And this row represents your love and romance. And these two cards are your advice cards for the month of June. All right, so we're going to start with your work and finance. You have the Four of Wands. You have the Chariot. You have the Queen of Wands. And finally, you have the Star. So Virgo, these are the best, some of the best cards to get for you. For some of you Virgos, there's going to be some wonderful events taking place during the month of June for you. The first and major thing that I see is some of you are going to be getting that job of your dreams. So with the Star card, some of you have been wishing, hoping, and praying for a certain event to take place in your life. And I feel like this has to do with a career opportunity, a business opportunity, okay? I feel like with this Four of Wands, this is about others inviting you in to join them. They want to celebrate and work with you with this Four of Wands. So that's a great card to get for work. That means, you know, working with others, joining others, celebrating with others. So I feel like some of you, if you've applied for a job, you're going to be hearing about this job. And I feel like it's going to happen quick with this Chariot card. I feel like some of you are going to be moving quickly onto something else. And again, I feel like it's another job, a different job. With the Chariot, I feel like you've thought about it. You've worked hard. You know, you've studied if you had to study, if you had to, you know, investigate an organization, whatever it is, you did what you had to do. It was careful consideration and a very careful choice. And I feel like with the Chariot, you might be getting a phone call unexpectedly and, you know, saying we want you to show up within a week to 2 weeks, something like that. So I feel like some of you are going to be giving a week to 2 weeks notice because you're going to be needed at this particular new place of work. Okay, I feel like for some of you with this Queen of Wands, this is a maybe a leadership role. The Queen of Wands is power. The Queen of Wands is authority. The Queen of Wands is a leader. Okay, so I feel like that's where some of you guys are going, to a leadership position. So again, if you've already applied for this job, whatever this is for you, I'm sure you will recognize it, but this is how people view you, as the person who can get the job done, the person that people can rely on, the creative person. And this is, the Queen of Wands is also attractive. So some of you might, I feel like that just means that's how people are toward you. They're attracted to you. So I feel like for a lot of you, during the month of June, this is going to be fast movement to a different job opportunity. Okay, if this is not about a new job opportunity, I feel like it's just simply about, that's how people are going to view you during the month of June. I feel like you will be attractive in some way or another. Attractive, who knows, maybe physically, but because this is a work situation, I feel like attractive as far as what you can bring to the table. They're attracted to your creativity, your leadership skills. So some of you, I feel like, are going to get promoted into a leadership role. Some of you guys are going to get the job of your dream that you've been hoping for and wishing for. So I feel like for the month of June, when it comes to work and finances, it's going to be a wonderful month. You're going to be joining new teams, and there's going to be a lot of new opportunities. It's going to be fast movement. A lot of you just may simply be busy because you're going to be taking on new projects, things like that. As far as your love and romance, okay, you have your Ten of Wands. You have the King of Swords. You have the Devil. And finally, you have Judgment. Okay, so you do have these two major arcana here. In love, that's a big situation going on right now with the Devil and Judgment. I feel like there's a bad situation going on at home for a lot of you, or even if you don't live with this person, it's just this relationship is a burden. I feel like some of you are in a burdensome connection that causes a lot of stress on you. I feel like a lot of you are in a relationship where you kind of pick up the slack for your partner, your person. I feel like this card represents your person, the King of Swords. The King of Swords is not the most romantic person. The King of Swords is an argumentative person. At times can be argumentative. The King of Swords could also represent just not having anything romantically in common with your person. So it's just more about, you know, communication. You guys are more platonic at this point. And so I feel like, you know, whoever this is for you, this person is just not really helping out around the house. And again, I feel like you're taking on a lot of the responsibilities around the house. There is a Devil card, so I do feel like, you know, some of you, pick it up, that your person might, you know, drink. Your person might have a drug issue. I'm really getting like alcohol, because I like this card. This person is, you know, you can see she has this bottle of wine or something and she's drinking it. So I do feel like this person has grown this way. This person wasn't always like this, but this person now is more like a drinker, a smoker. Maybe this person smokes marijuana. Maybe this person smokes cigarettes and you don't smoke cigarettes. It's something like that. But I feel like it's more serious other than cigarettes. I feel like this person has some sort of addiction. But I also feel like with this Devil card, this could simply mean that there's no addiction. It just means that you feel obligated. You feel kind of stuck in this situation. You cannot release this person. Okay, maybe I do see, you know, each card, depending on what deck you use, is going to have a different image. This card, the image is an older person in a wheelchair. So not to say that if you're in a wheelchair that you are not capable of doing things, helping around the house, having a job, but I do feel like this card represents, the representation for me in this card is that that's just the case, that this person just, you know, maybe feels like they're disabled. Maybe they are disabled in some way, just something like that, to where they can't do what they used to do before. And I feel like this makes this person kind of grumpy because they're not physically healthy enough, in their opinion. And it could just be in their opinion, or it could be valid. They're not physically able to help out around the house. So I just feel like, again, with this Ten of Wands, you took up a lot of the slack for what this person cannot provide, or can no longer provide. And I feel like with this Devil, you feel obligated to stay and remain with this person. But I feel like with the Judgment card, you're going to make a decision. You're going to evaluate the situation and decide whether you want to remain in the connection or not. I feel like you want to be released from this connection, okay? That's what the Judgment can mean, many things, but for this particular row, that's what I feel the Judgment card means. Reevaluating this whole situation and trying to determine how you can get out of it, trying to determine whether you want to stay. Going back to this Ten of Wands, the 10 is, when you talk about tens are about endings, an ending, so a new beginning can begin. Okay, so I feel like that's what you're trying to evaluate when it comes to the situation. I am getting, if some of you do live with this person. If you don't live with this person, just there's some sort of obligation. You feel connected to this person to where you feel bad if you left the connection. But again, another interpretation could be that this person just kind of is lazy, doesn't do much, doesn't contribute much around the house, and this person might drink a lot or smoke, and not just cigarettes. I'm talking about marijuana, which marijuana is legal. You know, there's no judgment there when it comes to marijuana. I just feel like this person just overdoes it. There's functional alcoholics, there's functional people can smoke marijuana and go on with their daily life and do great, but there's other people who cannot. So I feel like this is one of these people who cannot function when they are impaired. So I feel like that's your situation, and what you're going to be going through during the month of June with your person. The overall, let's see, advice of this situation I'm using, I like these cards. They come from the double major arcana deck, and they can represent upright cards and reverse cards, but they're all in the upright, if that makes sense. So you have two of those cards that would be read in reverse, or not the original interpretation of that card. So you have let's see, this is the King of Wands, and you have the Page of Swords. And so we're going to look at these as reverse. But like I say in the beginning of my readings, I read all in the upright, but these cards can be read both ways, even though they're in upright. So if that makes sense. So these cards are in reverse. So you have the King of Wands again, and the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is about gossip and arguing. So I feel like we can take this back to this particular row when it comes to your person, your love and romance. I feel like with this King of Swords and this Page of Swords, I feel like there's going to be a lot of arguing and bickering going on, so watch out for that. I do feel like you need to be on the lookout for people who might kind of, you call them haters, people who might be a little bit jealous of all of your successes that you're going to have coming toward you. So there's going to be people who might be gossiping about you at work. I feel like, along with this gossip and certain things that are happening personally in your life, maybe with a loved one, or your romantic person of interest, that is, it's going to put you in this King of Wands energy. And on the upright, the King of Wands is just like this Queen of Wands that we talked about. Creative, leader, authority, power. So I feel like people are going to try to knock you off that throne, okay, and mess with you. And I feel like with this card, the King of Wands is trying to get the wand to go into the ground, okay? So there's creativity, but there's a little bit of upset when it comes to that. We see the leaves coming out of the staff, so yeah, there's creativity, but this king is having a hard time getting it in the ground. So I feel like with everything that you've got going for you, you are going to be in this Queen of Wands energy for the month. And I feel like you're going to have people who are going to try to knock you off your throne, and people who are going to be trying to talk about you and argue with you. Again, watch out for people who have that hater, jealous energy. So I feel like that's the advice for you. Be on the lookout. Do not lose your creativity. Remember who you are and how powerful that you are, because there's always going to be people talking mess in the background trying to block your success. Okay, stay away with this Page of Swords. Stay away from the internet. Stay away from people's social media pages, because you might see something that again throws you off balance, and then you're going to be second guessing yourself with this King of Wands in reverse. So, and again with this Page of Swords, this could also mean arguments going on within the home. So that's your advice, to stay away from gossip. Remember who you are. Remember you got where you are because you're worth it. You earned it. You are the Queen of Wands, okay? And again, we're not talking about male or female. It's just the energy. So that's what I'm seeing, Virgo. Good luck with the situation. Good luck with all of these different scenarios. Thank you for stopping by and watching my video. Have a wonderful June 2022. And thank you so much. Have a great day.